Let's uncover the truth about a lion's roar. Did you know that a lion's roar can reach an astonishing 114 decibels when measured just a meter away? That's louder than a rock concert or a chainsaw. This mighty sound carries across vast distances, being heard from up to 5 miles away in some cases. But how do these magnificent animals achieve such volume without damaging their lungs? The secret lies in their unique vocal cord structure. Unlike humans, lions have a specialized configuration that allows them to produce deep and resonant sounds effortlessly. When a lion roars, it's not just for show. It serves important purposes like marking territory and communicating with other lions. So next time you hear about lions, remember that their mighty roar is a powerful symbol of their strength and natural prowess in the wild. Prepare to be amazed by Czech resilience in 1968. During the Prague Spring, Czechoslovakia experienced a wave of hope and reform, but this was met with the harsh boots of Soviet tanks rolling in. Rather than just protesting in the streets, brave citizens took their fight against the occupation to the airwaves. They hijacked radio and television stations to broadcast messages of resistance and freedom, spreading their message far and wide. This ingenious tactic not only highlighted their unyielding spirit, but also inspired countless others to stand up against oppression. With words and wit, they challenged an overwhelming military presence. These courageous acts of defiance showed that even in the face of fear, people could find their voice and use it to rally support. Today, we remember that remarkable time when creativity and resistance went hand in hand, leaving a powerful legacy for future generations. Let's uncover the truth about Christmas cards. Each year in the United States, over 3 billion Christmas cards are sold, making it one of the most beloved ways to share joy and holiday spirit. This charming tradition started back in 1843, when Sir Henry Cole, a British civil servant, introduced the first ever commercial Christmas card. Imagine a world where people didn't exchange festive messages. Today, however, as folks gather around the tree, card giving feels as essential as decorating the house. The cards often feature cheerful designs, heartfelt wishes, and sometimes even family photos, bringing smiles to recipients. This practice not only fosters connections among friends and family, but also supports various charities through card sales. So the next time you think about sending a card, remember that you're part of a joyful legacy that has spanned nearly 2 centuries. Most people don't know orcas have facial expressions. These incredible marine mammals use their faces to communicate complex emotions and social signals. Orcas, also known as killer whales, display a range of facial movements, from playful smiles to serious frowns, allowing them to connect with their pod members in ways that are truly fascinating. Researchers have found that these expressions help orcas convey everything from excitement during hunts to discomfort when they're stressed. Their ability to express feelings through facial cues showcases a sophisticated level of social interaction, similar to how humans use facial expressions. For instance, when orcas engage in collaborative hunting, their expressions can indicate whether they're excited or focused. Studying these interactions not only deepens our understanding of orcas, but also highlights the importance of emotional communication in the animal kingdom. So next time you see an orca, remember that behind those striking eyes lies a world of expression that reveals their social bonds and intricate society. Hard to believe, but snail mucus communicates secrets. This slimy substance is not just a slippery trail, it's a complex system for communication and survival. When snails glide over varied terrains, their mucus acts as a lubricant, protecting them from injury while enabling them to scale vertical surfaces like walls or tree trunks. More intriguingly, snails infuse their trails with chemical cues known as pheromones, which convey vital information to other snails. These signals can indicate the location of food or even readiness for mating, guiding fellow snails like an invisible map. In competitive environments, snails have a clever tactic. They can overwrite their own trails with misleading signals, confusing potential rivals or predators looking to track them. Furthermore, this remarkable mucus helps conserve moisture, shielding snails from dehydration during hot or dry spells. It's astonishing how evolution transformed this simple secretion into a multifunctional tool that acts as a GPS, protective barrier, and social medium, all encapsulated in one sticky package. How many other hidden messages do you think nature holds? Can you imagine that beluga whales visit Canada? Each summer, the waters of Churchill, Manitoba turn into a wildlife spectacle as thousands of beluga whales arrive to explore the Churchill River and Hudson Bay. These charming creatures, famous for their bright white skin and playful vocalizations, gather in large groups, creating a lively atmosphere for anyone lucky enough to be nearby. As the ice melts, these whales migrate north, seeking cooler waters that are teeming with the food they love, like fish and crustaceans. The annual migration isn't just a sight to behold. It's a unique opportunity for scientists and nature enthusiasts to study these incredible animals in their natural habitat. For visitors, this vibrant migration offers unforgettable boat tours and opportunities to listen to their magical songs. So, if you ever find yourself in Churchill, don't miss the chance to witness the beauty of belugas swimming and socializing in their summer home. Why exactly does Tesla skip the gear shifter? Recent Tesla models have made a bold move by eliminating the traditional gear shifter entirely and instead using artificial intelligence to decide the car's driving direction. This shift represents a significant leap in automotive technology, allowing for a more streamlined and modern driving experience. However, it also brings up important questions about reliability. Can AI accurately interpret the intentions of the driver in all situations? There are concerns that relying solely on this technology may lead to misunderstandings, especially in complex driving scenarios. For instance, what if the system misinterprets a slight movement or hesitation? As Tesla continues to innovate, balancing cutting-edge technology with safety remains a crucial challenge. Drivers might find it exciting or unnerving to trust AI for such a fundamental task. What if I told you Lysenko changed the course of history? Trofim Lysenko, a renowned Soviet scientist, pushed aside established genetics in favor of his own unproven theories, claiming that environmental factors could directly affect inherited traits. He believed that crops could be improved through specific agricultural practices without any understanding of genetic principles. The Soviet Union embraced Lysenko's ideas, which led to disastrous farming policies and resulted in severe food shortages. These misguided practices contributed to catastrophic famines, claiming millions of lives across the country. Similarly, China, under Mao Zedong, adopted Lysenkoism during the Great Leap Forward, leading to widespread starvation and suffering. The consequences of disregarding scientific evidence in favor of flawed theories not only changed agricultural practices, but also had a long-lasting impact on the lives of millions. So how did the allure of a simpler explanation sway an entire nation? Ever wonder why Iceland loves Reykjavik so much? This vibrant capital holds a staggering 60% of the country's population within its metropolitan area, making it one of the most densely populated urban spaces in the world. Imagine a city where 6 out of 10 Icelanders call home, a place that thrives on its stunning natural beauty and rich culture. Reykjavik, nestled between mountains and the Atlantic Ocean, offers a unique blend of modern life and historic charm. The city's colorful houses, cozy cafes, and thriving art scene attract locals and tourists alike. From the iconic Hallgrímskirkja church that towers over the skyline to the lively harbor filled with fishing boats, there's so much to explore. This concentration of people results in a strong sense of community, where everyone seems to know each other, fostering a close-knit atmosphere. Whether it's soaking in the Blue Lagoon or enjoying the northern lights, Reykjavik truly captivates its residents. What makes this capital so enchanting that everyone wants to live there? Turns out the truth is that cubicles change work forever. In 1968, designer Robert Probst introduced the revolutionary Action Office system, which forever altered how we think about office spaces. Before this innovation, most workplaces featured rows of isolated desks, making collaboration difficult and stifling creativity. Probst aimed to create an environment that balanced personal space with opportunities for interaction, leading to the concept of social privacy. His design allowed for flexible work zones where employees could engage with each other while still enjoying a sense of personal territory. This fresh approach transformed the bland office into a dynamic workspace, promoting teamwork and communication among coworkers. Today, you can still see the echoes of Props D's vision in modern open office layouts and collaborative spaces, highlighting the lasting impact of the cubicle on workplace culture. So the next time you sit in your cubicle, remember the visionary who sparked this change. Did you know chocolate was once currency? In Mesoamerican cultures, particularly among the Aztecs, chocolate held a status far beyond our sweet treat today. Cocoa beans, the raw ingredient of chocolate, were so prized that they served as a form of money. Aztec merchants used these beans to buy everything from food to clothing, and even to pay tribute to their rulers. Imagine walking through bustling markets, trading cocoa beans instead of cash. The importance of chocolate went even deeper. It was linked to wealth, power, and even spirituality. The Aztecs believed that the god Quetzalcoatl brought cocoa to humanity, making it a symbol of divine favor. Drinking chocolate was a luxurious experience, reserved for nobles and priests, often mixed with spices and enjoyed during ceremonial events. So next time you savor a chocolate bar, consider how this beloved treat has transformed from a currency of ancient civilizations to a staple of modern desserts. Isn't it fascinating to think about how something we enjoy so much once had such a monumental role in society? Hard to believe, but Queen Elizabeth II was a mechanic. During World War II, when many young women stepped up to help their countries, Queen Elizabeth joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service. This was a significant move for a royal, as she was one of the first women in the UK to serve in the armed forces. While many of her peers were involved in social or charitable roles, Elizabeth rolled up her sleeves and trained as a driver and mechanic. This meant she learned how to repair military vehicles, a skill that was crucial during the war. Not only did she gain practical knowledge, but she also showed her commitment to serving her nation during a time of great need. On top of challenging stereotypes, her experience in the military added another layer to her character that many people might not associate with her royal image. Isn't it fascinating to see this side of a queen? Did you know alcohol can confuse scorpions? A drop of this common substance can have a surprising effect on these desert dwellers. When scorpions come into contact with alcohol, they can become disoriented and even sting themselves. This odd reaction happens because their nervous system is sensitive, and alcohol disrupts their instincts. Typically, scorpions rely on their stingers for defense and hunting, so when they're confused, they may mistakenly think they're under attack. This self-stinging can lead to dangerous injuries, highlighting how even small amounts of a substance can alter behavior in the animal kingdom. It's fascinating to think that something as familiar as alcohol can bring an unexpected twist to the life of a scorpion. These creatures are already experts at survival, but even they can fall victim to confusion. So next time you hear about scorpions, remember this quirky fact. Let's uncover the truth about Rome's legendary founders. According to ancient legend, the founding of Rome is traced back to 753 BC, intertwined with the fascinating tale of twins Romulus and Remus. These brothers faced incredible odds right from the start. They were abandoned at birth and miraculously raised by a she-wolf. As they grew, Romulus and Remus became determined to create a new city, a fresh start away from their troubled beginnings. However, a fierce disagreement arose during their planning. Romulus wanted one thing, while Remus had another idea. This conflict tragically escalated, leading Romulus to kill his brother Remus, a dark moment that ultimately crowned him as the first king of the fledgling city. This powerful story captures themes of brotherhood, ambition, and the complexities of leadership. Fascinating foundations for a civilization that would change history. Discover the secret behind Zarpado's unique flavor creation. Zarpado is more than just a platform. It's a lively community where users can subscribe to receive fascinating facts that stimulate curiosity. Its creators liken the experience to crafting a rich, eternal stew that gets better over time. Each fact serves as an ingredient, contributing its own distinct taste. This thoughtful approach means that subscribers are not just passive recipients of information, they're invited to savor and appreciate each bit of knowledge as it unfolds. With each new piece shared, the flavor deepens, creating a delightful blend that enriches the mind. This philosophy highlights the importance of depth in learning, reminding us that understanding grows with time and reflection. By bringing together unique trivia from various fields, Zarpato nurtures a palate for curious minds, encouraging users to explore and expand their horizons. Why not join the journey and taste the wisdom? Most people don't know this, but did you know Africa leads the world in countries? With an impressive count of 54 distinct nations, Africa takes the crown for being the continent with the most countries. Each nation boasts unique languages, traditions, and landscapes, contributing to a rich tapestry of cultural diversity. Imagine wandering through the vibrant markets of Nigeria or exploring the stunning deserts of Namibia. You would be immersed in experiences that reflect the continent's vast differences. Africa is a linguistic powerhouse, home to more than 500 languages, which enrich its cultural heritage and foster a sense of identity among its people. The geographical range is remarkable too. From the small island nation of Seychelles to the sprawling lands of Algeria, each country showcases a unique way of life shaped by its environment. While challenges such as economic disparity and political instability are present, African nations are making impressive strides in various sectors. These countries contribute valuable perspectives to the global community, reminding us that Africa is not just a single entity, but a vibrant continent full of diverse stories and adventures waiting to be explored. Here's something incredible about a high fourth phi. A high fourth phi is a remarkably tiny unit of time, equal to just 1/100th of a second. To put this into perspective, this brief moment is the exact duration it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter. That's pretty fast, considering light moves at an astonishing speed of about 299,792 kilometers per second. This mind-boggling measurement showcases just how quickly light travels, helping scientists understand everything from telecommunications to the vast mechanics of the universe. When we think about time, we often imagine it in larger intervals. But a high fourth phi reveals the astonishing speed at which our universe operates on a microscopic scale. So next time you hear about light speed, remember that even the tiniest units like a high fourth phi play a crucial role in our understanding of time and space. Can you believe how fast that really is? Did you know that lactic acid isn't to blame for soreness? This common belief was debunked back in the 1980s. Scientists discovered that muscle soreness, often felt after intense exercise, is actually caused by microscopic damage in the muscle fibers, rather than by lactic acid buildup. When we work out hard, especially with weightlifting or high-intensity activities, tiny tears occur in the muscle tissues. The body responds to this damage with inflammation, which is part of the healing process, leading to that familiar soreness we all recognize. So the next time your muscles ache after a workout, remember that it's not lactic acid making you sore. It's your body repairing and strengthening itself. This understanding helps athletes train smarter and recover better, turning discomfort into progress. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies respond to exercise? What if I told you fog is a cloud on the ground? Fog forms when cool air meets warm, moisture-filled air, leading to tiny water droplets that create a thick veil over the landscape. This fascinating weather phenomenon can turn an ordinary day into a scene from a dream, making you feel like you've stepped into a magical world. Imagine walking through a park where the trees loom like shadowy giants and sounds soften in the mist. Historically, fog has played a significant role in literature and film, adding an eerie atmosphere to tales like those of Sherlock Holmes, where mysterious figures and hidden dangers seem to lurk in the thick haze of Victorian London. It's not just a cool sight. Fog influences our environment, impacting temperatures and even affecting local wildlife. Have you ever wondered how fog can change the way we perceive familiar places? What if I told you vaccines aren't linked to autism? This misconception began with a fraudulent study published in 1998 by Andrew Wakefield, a former doctor whose credentials were later discredited. The study falsely claimed a connection between the MMR vaccine and autism, sparking widespread fear among parents. Unfortunately, this misinformation spread like wildfire, causing many to hesitate or refuse vaccinations for their children. As a result, we have seen a rise in vaccine-preventable diseases, putting innocent children at risk. In fact, public health experts stress that vaccines are crucial in protecting not only individual children, but also the community by maintaining herd immunity. Numerous studies since then have confirmed that there is no causal link between vaccines and autism, but the shadow of that early claim still looms large. So it's essential to trust validated science and protect our children through vaccination. You might be surprised by our unique features. Just like fingerprints, every person has distinct traits that make them one of a kind. These unique markers extend beyond fingerprints to include things like the patterns on our tongues and the shape of our ears. Scientists have been studying these individual differences for years. For example, the geometry of your face is as unique as your fingerprints. This idea is so intriguing that biometrics, the technology using these unique traits for identification, is becoming widely used for security, like facial recognition software on smartphones. Even our voices hold unique characteristics that can identify us in a crowd. Understanding these distinct features not only helps in security, but also deepens our appreciation for human diversity. Isn't it fascinating to think that no two people are alike? Let's uncover the truth about knuckle cracking. Many people believe that cracking your knuckles can cause arthritis, but research shows that this common habit is actually harmless. The popping sound you hear when you crack your knuckles comes from gas bubbles collapsing in the joint fluid, not from bones grinding together. Studies have consistently found no connection between knuckle cracking and arthritis, which means it's safe to indulge in this habit. However, it's worth noting that while cracking your knuckles is not damaging to your joints, the sound can be quite annoying to those around you. So if you're in a quiet setting, you might want to keep those fingers still. Understanding that cracking knuckles doesn't harm your health can help ease the concerns of many who fret over this innocent action. You might be shocked to learn that turtles can drown. While these remarkable creatures are celebrated for their impressive swimming skills, they face a hidden danger when it comes to staying underwater. Turtles, unlike many aquatic animals, do not have gills to extract oxygen from water. Instead, they breathe air through lungs, much like we do. This means that if a turtle stays submerged for too long, it can run out of oxygen and potentially drown. Turtles have adapted to hold their breath for extended periods, allowing them to dive deeply in search of food, but they are not immune to the risks of prolonged immersion. This fascinating fact highlights the need for awareness about their habitats and the threats that pollution and habitat destruction pose. It's essential to ensure that these amazing reptiles can access the surface to breathe, whether they're basking in the sun or foraging for food. So next time you see a turtle swimming gracefully, remember that below the surface, it faces an unexpected struggle for survival. Here's a wild fact about cheerleading in America. It's not just a sport, it's a full-fledged cultural phenomenon. In American high schools, cheerleading is incredibly popular, with energetic squads rallying crowds at football and basketball games. These teams don their colorful uniforms while performing high-energy routines featuring jumps, tumbles, and stunts that captivate audiences. What sets cheerleading apart in the U.S. is its competitive aspect. Teams compete fiercely in local, regional, and even national tournaments, showcasing their skills and creativity. This level of dedication differs significantly from many other countries where cheerleading isn't a regular school activity. Instead, sports enthusiasts often focus on more traditional athletics. The camaraderie, discipline, and teamwork involved make cheerleading more than just cheers. It's an integral part of the American school spirit. So what makes cheerleading such a beloved pastime in the U.S.? Can crocodiles really live to be 100 years old? Yes, they can. Crocodiles are fascinating reptiles, and in the wild, their lifespan can reach an impressive century. These ancient creatures thrive in rivers, lakes, and wetlands across various continents, mainly in warm regions. Their longevity stems from a combination of factors, including their slow metabolism and ability to adapt to different environments. In fact, some species, like the saltwater crocodile, have been known to live for many decades. They grow at a slow and steady pace, allowing them to build resilience against predators and environmental changes. In addition to their long lifespan, crocodiles have adapted remarkable survival strategies, including powerful jaws and stealthy hunting skills. While they may seem fearsome, these reptiles play crucial roles in their ecosystems, helping to maintain balance. So next time you see a croc, remember that it could be a living witness to a century of history and evolution. Isn't that amazing? Most people don't know this, but fireworks were military tech. The spectacular displays we enjoy during celebrations have surprising roots in warfare. Invented in ancient China over 1,000 years ago, fireworks originally served to create loud explosions and dazzling flashes to scare off enemies and signal troop movements. As the invention of gunpowder spread, they made their way to the West, transforming into a form of entertainment. By the 13th century, fireworks started gracing public celebrations in Europe, celebrating victories and royal events. Today, across the globe, we light up the night sky for holidays and festivities, symbolizing joy and unity. These vibrant explosions bring people together, whether at 4th of July parades in the US or Diwali celebrations in India. So, next time you watch a fireworks display, remember their journey from the battlefield to the celebration. Isn't it fascinating how something designed for war can now symbolize peace and joy? Why does the Abbey Road cover inspire such fascination? The iconic Abbey Road album cover by the Beatles, famous worldwide, was born just 2 days before the actual photo shoot. This astonishing instance of last-minute creativity shows that sometimes the best ideas come when there's little time for pre-planning. Photographed on a zebra crossing outside Abbey Road Studios, the image captures John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr in a moment that would become forever etched in music history. With Lennon leading barefoot and the others following behind, the casual yet striking pose reflects the spirit of the band. The surprising thing is, this legendary cover, which many consider the pinnacle of album art, was whipped up in just 48 hours. It proves that creativity can thrive under pressure, and its impact continues to resonate with fans of all ages today. Is Tristan da Cunha the most remote island on Earth? This unique island, owned by the UK, lies in the far South Atlantic, a staggering 1,491 miles away from its nearest neighbor, St. Helena. Known for its isolation, Tristan da Cunha is one of the most remote inhabited islands and houses a small, tight-knit community of fewer than 300 residents. Life on the island is truly different. With no regular air service or modern conveniences, visitors must arrive by boat, which can take days. The locals, known as Tristanians, are resilient and resourceful, relying on fishing and farming to sustain themselves. They share a rich culture influenced by their unique location, and despite the challenges, they enjoy a strong sense of community. The island's rugged beauty, with its dramatic cliffs and abundant wildlife, attracts a few adventurous travelers each year. Imagine living in a place where the nearest grocery store is over 1,000 miles away. Isn't it fascinating how such a small community thrives in such an isolated part of the world? Prepare to be amazed by paragliding stunts in Turkey. Recently, speed flyer Valentin Delic captured everyone's attention by skimming over hot air balloons at breathtaking speeds. This incredible stunt isn't just a wild thrill. It demands exceptional control and pinpoint timing. Imagine soaring through the sky, maneuvering just inches away from colorful hot air balloons while maintaining the perfect balance to stay aloft. Paragliding, a sport that allows pilots to glide gently on thermal currents, can transform into a heart-pounding adventure when athletes like Delic push the boundaries. Every twist and turn requires not only skill, but also a deep understanding of wind patterns and safety. Delic's daring feat showcases what is possible when passion and precision meet in the air. It has inspired many to take to the skies and try paragliding for themselves. Will you take the leap into this thrilling world? Meet the fascinating spiny anteater of Australia. This remarkable little creature, also known as the echidna, thrives in the harsh, dry deserts of Australia thanks to its incredible adaptations. The spiny anteater is instantly recognizable because its body is covered in sharp spines, which not only serve as armor against predators, but also assist in gathering moisture from the air. When the sun blazes and water sources are scarce, the spines help the anteater collect dewdrops, effectively quenching its thirst without needing to find a waterhole. Its specialized snout allows it to forage for insects and worms, which are essential for its diet. With a distinctive digging ability, spiny anteaters create burrows to escape the heat. This combination of unique features showcases nature's ingenuity, enabling the spiny anteater to survive and thrive in one of the most challenging environments on the planet. So the next time you think of Australia's wildlife, remember this extraordinary little reptile that beats the odds in the arid desert. Ever thought about why spinach cooks down so much? Spinach is an extraordinary leafy green packed with nutrients, and it's made up of about 91% water. This high water content is what causes the dramatic shrinkage you see when you cook it. When you heat raw spinach, most of that water evaporates, leaving behind a much smaller portion of the greens. This means that what starts as a mountain of fresh leaves can quickly turn into a small serving once cooked. Not only does this make it easier to eat, but it also concentrates the flavors and nutrients. That's why sautéing or steaming spinach is a popular choice among many. Plus, cooking can help break down the tough cell walls, making nutrients easier for your body to absorb. Next time you're preparing spinach, cast a thought to its water-filled structure and marvel at how it transforms in the pan. This might surprise you. Infinity floor art. The Infinity Floor installation at the TeamLab Museum in Tokyo uses a brilliant combination of LEDs and mirrors to create mesmerizing, immersive art experiences. When you step onto this incredible floor, it feels like you've entered another world, where colors blend and patterns seem to stretch into infinity. The clever use of mirrors reflects the vibrant lights, giving visitors a unique experience that captivates the senses. People often describe walking on the infinity floor as being part of a living painting, where every step reveals a new visual delight. As you wander through this enchanting space, you'll find yourself surrounded by ever-changing scenes that engage your imagination. Art meets technology in a way that feels almost magical. It's a wonderful example of how contemporary artists are pushing boundaries and creating experiences that connect us to art in completely new ways. Have you ever seen anything like it? This might surprise you. Twilight was rejected 14 times. Stephenie Meyer faced countless setbacks before her famous vampire romance took the world by storm. Initially, her manuscript was turned away by 14 different publishers, leaving her in doubt about her writing. Instead of giving up, Meyer showed remarkable perseverance and continued to believe in her work. When Twilight finally found a publisher, it exploded in popularity, capturing the hearts of millions and sparking a cultural phenomenon. This journey highlights how unpredictable success can be in the publishing industry. Many authors face rejection, but Meyer's story serves as an inspiring reminder that determination may pave the way to achieving your dreams. So the next time you hear a no, remember how close you might be to a breakthrough. Most people don't know this, but Lego built a Titanic. The largest Lego set ever created is an astonishing replica of the RMS Titanic, boasting a staggering 9,090 pieces. This intricate model not only captures the grandeur of the original ship, but also presents builders with numerous opportunities for mistakes. As you piece together this colossal set, you'll need to focus and follow the detailed instructions carefully to avoid mishaps. Interestingly, the original Titanic is known for its tragic fate, which makes assembling its Lego counterpart all the more intriguing. Imagine the excitement of constructing a ship that once sailed the seas, while also evoking the memories of its historical journey. Whether you're a seasoned Lego fan or just starting, this challenge offers hours of creative fun. So are you ready to set sail on this building adventure? Prepare to be amazed by the Maasai warriors' Adhumu. This stunning jumping ritual showcases the incredible agility and strength of Kenyan Maasai warriors. Without any running or gathering momentum, these athletes leap high into the air, defying gravity while embodying the tribe's courage and endurance. The Adhumu isn't just an impressive display, it serves as a competition among the warriors, where each jump is a testament to their physical abilities. As they leap, the atmosphere pulses with the energy of traditional Maasai chants, creating an exhilarating experience for both participants and spectators. This vibrant performance not only captivates audiences, but also symbolizes a warrior status within the tribe, making it a vital part of Maasai culture. Through the rhythm of their movements and the resonance of their voices, the Adhumu beautifully illustrates the deep connection between culture and physical prowess. What other fascinating traditions can you discover around the world? You won't believe Steve Feltham's epic quest. For 25 years, he has camped at Loch Ness, determined to uncover the truth behind the legendary Loch Ness Monster. This astonishing dedication earned him a Guinness World Record for the longest time spent on a search for this elusive creature. While tales of Nessie have captivated imaginations worldwide, scientists remain skeptical. Most supposed sightings lack credible evidence, as many photographs and stories have been debunked over the years. Despite this, Feltham's passion never wavered. He set up camp through rain, fog, and the biting Scottish cold, always hoping for a glimpse of the mythical monster. With binoculars in hand and a heart full of dreams, he represents a unique blend of adventure and determination. What drives someone to pursue a legend for so long? Perhaps it's the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of Loch Ness, or simply the dream of proving the impossible possible. You might be surprised by Johannesburg's golden beginnings. This vibrant city, now known as the largest in South Africa, has a fascinating history. It all started in the late 19th century when gold was discovered in the Witwatersrand region. This discovery sparked one of the greatest gold rushes in history, attracting thousands of fortune seekers from all over the world. The rush transformed a small mining camp into a bustling urban center almost overnight. As prospectors flocked to the area, Johannesburg quickly grew, becoming a melting pot of cultures and people eager to strike it rich. The Witwatersrand not only became the largest gold mine globally, but it also laid the groundwork for Johannesburg's development into a major economic hub. Today, the city is known for its rich cultural heritage, advanced infrastructure, and vibrant art scene, all of which was born from that initial spark of gold. Isn't it fascinating how one discovery can change the fate of a place completely? Coffee, the world's favorite drink after water? It's hard to imagine a day without that aromatic cup of coffee in hand. Globally, coffee is the second most consumed beverage after water, captivating millions with its rich flavors and energizing effects. From bustling cafes in Milan to quiet kitchens in Tokyo, coffee plays a crucial role in daily routines, social interactions, and cultural traditions. Each region offers its unique twist, whether it's robust espresso shots or soothing cups of pour-over. The magic of coffee lies in its versatility. Some enjoy it black, while others indulge in creamy lattes or sweet coffee blends. Interestingly, coffee beans come from various countries, with Brazil, Vietnam, and Colombia leading the pack in production. Every sip carries a story, steeped in history and geography, showcasing the hard work of farmers and the journey from bean to cup. As you savor your next cup, think about how this beloved beverage connects people around the globe. So what's your favorite way to enjoy coffee? Hard to believe, but history was made on November 2nd, 2020. This date marks a significant milestone in humanity's adventure into space. On this day, the SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft successfully returned to Earth after delivering astronauts to the International Space Station, ISS. This mission, known as Crew 1, was the first operational flight of NASA's Commercial Crew program, which aims to make space travel more accessible and safe. With 4 astronauts on board, this mission highlighted the power of collaboration between private companies and government agencies in advancing space exploration. During their stay at the ISS, these intrepid astronauts conducted important scientific experiments and technology demonstrations. November 2nd, 2020 is a reminder of our ongoing quest to explore beyond our planet and the potential for new discoveries in the cosmos. What other milestones await us in the future? Hard to believe, but Mary Surratt was executed. In 1865, she became the first woman executed by the U.S. federal government, a shocking twist in American history linked to the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. Surratt owned a boarding house in Washington, D.C., where notorious conspirators, including John Wilkes Booth, plotted the assassination. Despite her steadfast claims of innocence, Surratt faced a military tribunal that many viewed as biased against her. Critics argue that her trial lacked the fairness expected in American justice, leading to widespread controversy about her guilt. On July 7, 1865, she was hanged, marking a grim chapter in a nation already reeling from civil war and political strife. Her story raises questions about justice, loyalty, and the treatment of women in early America. Was she a pawn in a larger political game, or truly guilty of treason? The debate continues. Did you know oceans host 85% of plant life? It's astonishing to think that most of the world's greenery exists underwater. While we often associate plants with forests and fields, the oceans are home to a diverse range of plant species, including the tiny but mighty phytoplankton. These microscopic organisms may be small, but they play a gigantic role in our planet's health. Phytoplankton are responsible for producing about half of the oxygen we breathe, making them incredibly vital to our survival. They use sunlight and nutrients from the water to photosynthesize, just like land plants. Besides oxygen production, they form the foundation of the oceanic food web, supporting countless marine creatures, from tiny zooplankton to huge whales. The next time you take a breath of fresh air, remember that half of it comes from these tiny ocean plants. Isn't it fascinating how the oceans, often overlooked when we think of plant life, are critical to sustaining life on Earth? What if your memories came from random atoms? The Boltzmann theory suggests a mind-blowing idea. Given infinite time and space, every possible arrangement of atoms can happen. Imagine a universe where atoms just keep rearranging themselves over billions of years. Statistically, this means that it's possible for a fully developed human being, complete with experiences and memories, to spontaneously emerge from just the right mix of atoms. Think about it. In a truly endless universe, there's a chance that one day somewhere, a human being just like you could appear out of nowhere. This concept challenges the traditional way we think about existence, making us ponder deep questions about identity and consciousness. Could our thoughts be mere coincidences in the grand cosmic dance? Or does this mean we are connected in ways beyond our understanding? The Boltzmann theory invites us to explore these fascinating, mind-bending possibilities. Is it really true that a coffee pot started the webcam craze? The very first webcam was born in an unexpected place, a university in Cambridge, England. This quirky project aimed to solve a simple problem. Students frequently ventured to the break room only to find the coffee pot empty. Rather than making those disappointing trips, the students could now check the status of their beloved brew from their computers. This ingenious invention was set up in 1991 by a group of computer scientists who cleverly connected a camera to their local network, providing a live feed of the coffee pot. Students could see whether it was worth the trek or if they should just wait a little longer. This humorous twist marked the beginning of webcam technology, which has since evolved into an essential tool for video calls and live streaming. Today, webcams play a vital role in our online lives, making it easier to connect with people across the globe. Who knew a coffee pot could create such a lasting impact on technology? Let's uncover the truth about landmines today. Many people mistakenly believe that stepping on a landmine arms it and stepping off triggers it, thanks to movies and TV shows that mix fact with fiction. This understanding has led to a dangerous misconception. In reality, once a landmine is buried and set in place, it is already armed. The moment someone steps on it, the pressure trigger activates immediately, causing the mine to explode without the need for any additional actions. This crucial detail highlights just how hazardous landmines are, especially in areas where they are prevalent, such as former conflict zones. Thousands of these devices remain buried, posing risks not only to soldiers, but also to civilians and animals. Understanding how landmines truly work can help raise awareness about their dangers and the importance of safe clearance operations in affected regions. You won't believe this about Breathe Owl Breathe. This Canadian band set an incredible record for the longest concert ever, performing for a staggering 27 hours straight. Picture that, musicians belting out tunes and entertaining fans without missing a beat for more than a day. The concert took place in 2016 and showcased their innovative folk sound, blending storytelling with captivating melodies. Fans came and went, but the energy never dipped as new listeners joined in throughout the marathon performance. It wasn't just about playing music, but also about fostering a sense of community and connection among everyone present. Their dedication to their craft and perseverance truly inspired many. Imagine the challenges they faced during this epic journey: fatigue, keeping their instruments in tune, and maintaining excitement. In a world where concerts usually last a few hours, Breathe Owl Breathe pushed boundaries and created an unforgettable experience for everyone involved. Surprisingly, it's a fact that blue light bulbs are illegal in Arkansas, a curious law with unclear origins. This surprising prohibition appears to aim at reducing confusion with emergency lighting, which often uses blue hues to signal alertness. Imagine walking down a street and seeing homes adorned with blue lights, only to wonder if there's an emergency nearby. Although the law seems quirky, it reflects an effort by officials to encourage standard lighting options for clarity and safety. As a result, residents are nudged to stick with more traditional white or yellow lights for their homes. This unusual regulation can baffle newcomers and visitors alike, highlighting how local laws sometimes take unexpected turns. Why does this law persist, and do any other states have similar lighting restrictions? Here's a wild fact about guinea pigs in New Zealand. Did you know that in this beautiful country, owning just one guinea pig is illegal? This is because guinea pigs are incredibly social creatures that thrive when they have a friend by their side. Keeping a single guinea pig can lead to loneliness and depression, which is why New Zealand has made this unique law. To support pet owners, a fascinating matchmaking service has popped up, helping to pair guinea pigs who have lost their partners with new companions. Imagine how much happier a little piggy can be, frolicking with a friend. This law is just one example of how New Zealand embraces progressive animal welfare legislation. It not only highlights the importance of companionship in the animal world, but also encourages people to think about the well-being of their pets. So if you're in New Zealand and dreaming of adopting a guinea pig, be ready for a furry duo. Here's a wild fact about exoplanets you won't believe. In 1992, astronomers made an incredible breakthrough by confirming the existence of the first exoplanet, a planet orbiting a star beyond our solar system. This groundbreaking discovery opened the floodgates to exploring worlds beyond our own, leading to the identification of thousands of exoplanets. Some of these newfound planets are remarkably similar to Earth, while others are colossal gas giants far larger than Jupiter. Many of these celestial bodies sit in what scientists call the Goldilocks zone. This sweet spot allows for conditions just right for liquid water, raising exciting possibilities for life beyond our planet. With exoplanets potentially outnumbering the stars in our galaxy, this revolutionizes our understanding of the universe and suggests that we may not be alone after all. What do you think we'll discover next? Meet Optimus, Tesla's amazing humanoid robot progress. Did you know that Tesla has introduced a humanoid robot named Optimus? Initially, this robot stood 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed 125 pounds, but recent developments have made it even more impressive. The second generation of Optimus has been reduced in weight by 22 pounds, making it lighter and easier to maneuver. This means it can now move faster, showcasing its agility in various tasks. Beyond just speed, the improved robot can carry up to 44 pounds, which is a significant upgrade. This strength allows Optimum to perform more complex tasks, whether it's lifting heavy items or assisting in various environments like homes and workplaces. Furthermore, enhanced arm precision has turned this robot into a true asset in performing delicate actions. As Tesla continues to innovate, the potential applications for Optimus expand, raising exciting possibilities for the future of robotics. Can you imagine a world where robots like Optimus assist us daily? Here's a wild fact about your body weight. Did you know that blood makes up around 7% of your total body weight? That's right. An average adult has about 5 to 6 liters of blood in their body, which translates to approximately 10 to 12 pints. Since the average adult weighs around 160 pounds, that means blood alone weighs around 11 pounds. Blood is a fascinating fluid because it plays several vital roles, from transporting oxygen and nutrients to fighting infections and regulating body temperature. The body continuously produces new blood cells, with your bone marrow working hard to keep up with demand. Keeping your blood healthy is crucial for overall well-being, as it ensures your organs get the oxygen and nutrients they need. So next time you step on the scale, remember that 7% of what you see is just blood doing its important job. Isn't it amazing how such a significant part of us works seamlessly behind the scenes? Hard to believe, but the government has a big job. The government is tasked with providing information to all citizens, playing a crucial role in promoting transparency and accountability. This responsibility is emphasized repeatedly, highlighting how important it is for citizens to access essential facts about their rights, public services, and community issues. By ensuring that people have this information, governments help foster a well-informed public, which is vital for a healthy democracy. Imagine how chaotic things would be if we didn't have clear guidelines or updates on laws, health, and safety. Also, access to information empowers individuals to engage more actively in their communities and hold officials accountable. As citizens, staying informed equips us with the knowledge we need to make sound decisions and participate in discussions that shape our lives. So how well do you think your government is doing in sharing information with you? Prepare to be amazed by the classic gin and tonic. This refreshing cocktail is made with just 2 main ingredients: gin and fizzy tonic water, creating a bubbly and zesty drink that many love. Often garnished with a slice of lime, the gin and tonic has a sophisticated yet unpretentious vibe that has charmed drinkers for generations. Its origins date back to the 19th century when British officers in India mixed gin with tonic water, which contains quinine, a bitter compound that helped prevent malaria. Over time, this simple mix evolved into the iconic cocktail we know today, celebrated for its crisp flavor and invigorating qualities. Perfect for summer evenings or gatherings with friends, the gin and tonic is not only delicious but also versatile, allowing for unique variations with different botanicals and garnishes. So next time you sip this classic drink, you'll be enjoying a piece of history. What's your favorite twist on this timeless favorite? Can you imagine a computer the size of a gym? Early computers were massive machines that required entire rooms to operate. In fact, they were so large that they often took up the space of a gymnasium. These behemoths used physical addresses to locate data, which is a far cry from today's sleek devices. Instead of using keyboards or touchscreens, users interacted with computers through punch cards, which were essentially cards with holes punched in them to represent data or instructions. Each card could only hold a limited amount of information, making computing a painstaking process. Operators would spend hours carefully sorting and feeding these cards into the machines, showcasing the technological limitations of that era. Despite their clunky size and complex operation, these early computers laid the groundwork for the incredible technology we have today. Can you believe how far we've come since then? Here's a wild fact about underground rivers. Subterranean rivers, like the fascinating Tamavo River in northeastern Italy, create remarkable landscapes that are hidden beneath our feet. The Tamavo flows underground for at least 40 kilometers before finally breaking free into the sea. As it journeys through tunnels and caves, it carves out stunning formations of rock and minerals, creating an enchanting environment filled with unique ecosystems. Many of these underground rivers can suddenly re-emerge miles away from their original path, revealing spectacular waterfalls and crystal-clear pools. This transformation helps sustain the natural beauty of the surface world, positively influencing water quality in nearby rivers and lakes. Exploring these hidden waterways can feel like stepping into a magical realm, full of surprises and wonders. Just imagine what mysteries lie beneath our everyday landscapes. Ever heard of beer and shoes in Belgium? At the Dologrite Bar, a unique twist on enjoying drinks adds a fun element to the experience. When patrons order the bar's famous giant beer, they receive a shoe as a quirky guarantee. Instead of simply keeping track of the giant mug, the shoe is hung from the ceiling, creating a humorous and memorable sight. This tradition sparks curiosity and laughter among guests, who enjoy the friendly atmosphere as they sip their beverages. Once they finish their drink and return the giant mug, they get their shoe back. This playful approach not only ensures that the special mug makes its way back, but also makes for an unforgettable outing in Belgium. Next time you're in the area, consider stopping by Dollargrite for a huge beer and see if you dare to leave your shoe behind. You won't believe this about gun ownership in America. The United States stands out as the country with the highest civilian gun ownership rate globally, boasting an astonishing 88.8 guns for every 100 people. This means there's nearly one gun for every person, even accounting for infants and those who don't own firearms. This high rate of gun ownership can be traced back to a combination of cultural factors, historical context, and constitutional rights. The Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution has long been a rallying point for gun enthusiasts, reinforcing the belief that owning a firearm is a personal right. Understanding this phenomenon helps to contextualize ongoing debates about gun control, safety, and individual freedoms in America. With such a significant number of guns in circulation, conversations around responsible ownership and its impact on society are more important than ever. What does this high rate of ownership mean for Americans today? Did you know that Venus spins the opposite way? Unlike most planets in our solar system, Venus rotates clockwise, a unique twist that baffles scientists. This unusual rotation is believed to have resulted from a massive impact event early in the planet's history. When Venus was still young, it likely collided with a large celestial body, knocking it off its original rotational axis and causing it to spin in the opposite direction. This means that on Venus, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, which is the complete opposite of what we experience on Earth. Additionally, Venus has a very slow rotation, taking about 243 Earth days to complete one full spin, while it takes only about 225 Earth days to orbit the sun. Isn't it fascinating how such a significant event shaped Venus into the strange world we study today? Is it really true that Ford played football professionally? Before Gerald Ford became a well-known figure in American politics, he was a star football player. After showcasing his skills on the field at the University of Michigan, both the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers offered him contracts to play professionally. Imagine a world where Ford donned a football uniform instead of a suit. But Ford chose a different path, opting to study law and eventually dive into a political career. This decision led him to a remarkable title. He became the only U.S. president who was never elected to a national office. His journey from the football field to the White House is a fascinating twist in American history, showing that sometimes life takes unexpected turns. What if Ford had tackled a different role in the NFL? Would the history of American football look different today? Imagine being stuck in an Otis elevator. On November 3, 1986, jurors in a lawsuit against the Otis Elevator Company found themselves in a hilariously ironic situation when their elevator malfunctioned on the way to court. This unexpected twist not only delayed the trial, but also served as a perfect example of the absurdity of life. As jurors waited for help, they couldn't help but chuckle at the predicament they were in, stuck inside the very elevator they were set to judge. This strange event made headlines and highlighted the importance of safety and reliability in everyday technologies, like elevators. Such incidents remind us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and humor can be found even in serious moments. After all, who would have thought that an elevator could play a part in a court case? It's a story that many people still share today. Guess what really drives bees to sleep? Some bees in the eastern regions have a fascinating strategy for staying safe while they rest. To shield themselves from strong winds, these clever creatures find cozy spots where they can snooze without being blown away. When the winds pick up, bees can find themselves in a tough situation. Their tiny bodies are no match for big gusts. So as part of their survival tactics, they seek out sheltered areas, like the underside of leaves or dense vegetation, to catch some Z's. This behavior not only helps them conserve energy, but also keeps them safe from the harsh elements. You might be surprised to learn that sleeping helps bees recharge their energy, allowing them to be more alert and effective foraging for nectar when the weather calms down. Who knew that wind could influence bee sleep patterns so much? Why do so many people doubt certain beliefs? This question digs deep into the heart of human nature. People often express skepticism about various ideas, from conspiracy theories to scientific phenomena, leading to intriguing discussions. One reason for this skepticism lies in the way information spreads in our digital age. Social media can amplify doubts, allowing misinformation to flourish. For instance, when people see conflicting reports on important topics like climate change or vaccinations, it often causes confusion and distrust. Additionally, our psychological tendency to favor information that aligns with our existing beliefs, known as confirmation bias, plays a huge role. Instead of embracing new facts, many stick to familiar ideas that feel more comfortable. This trend can spark important debates. Are we better off questioning everything, or are some beliefs worth holding on to? Understanding the reasons behind skepticism is crucial. It helps us navigate discussions, promotes critical thinking, and encourages us to engage with diverse perspectives. So what role does skepticism play in your life? Here's a wild fact about the jabuticaba tree. This fascinating tree, native to Brazil, boasts a magical growth pattern where its delicious fruit emerges directly from the trunk and main branches. Imagine walking through a vibrant forest and spotting a tree that looks like it's wearing a necklace of juicy grapes. This unique characteristic not only makes the jabuticaba tree visually stunning, but also significantly influences how its fruit is harvested. The sweet and succulent fruits resembling clusters of grapes are highly prized in culinary circles. People use them to create delicious jellies, flavorful wines, and delightful liqueurs, showcasing their rich taste. The tree's unusual way of producing fruit helps it thrive in its natural environment, attracting animals that assist in its pollination. So next time you savor a fruity jelly or indulge in a fine wine, think about the jabuticaba tree and its remarkable journey from trunk to table. It's a perfect illustration of nature's creativity. Let's uncover the truth about underwater jetpacks. Imagine zipping through the ocean like a dolphin, thanks to an incredible invention. A personal underwater jet can be easily attached to the body, allowing users to soar through the water at high speeds. These innovative devices are not just fun, they open up a whole new world for marine exploration and recreation. With streamlined designs and powerful propulsion systems, these jetpacks let you dive effortlessly, twist, and turn with grace. Just like a dolphin, you can glide past coral reefs, explore shipwrecks, or simply enjoy the thrill of fast underwater travel. What's even more exciting is that this technology allows divers to cover greater distances while using less energy, making every underwater adventure more enjoyable. So whether you're an experienced diver or just curious about the underwater world, personal underwater jets could transform how you experience the ocean. Are you ready to take the plunge? Can you imagine that pinstripe suits have a wild history? This stylish attire first appeared in the 19th century as a clever branding strategy for bank employees. The unique stripe patterns help customers easily identify which bank workers were on duty, making it a powerful tool for professionalism and trust. But as time marched on, these suits took on a life of their own. Criminals in the early 20th century began donning pinstripes to give themselves a suave, sophisticated look, turning the suit into a symbol of rebellious charm. Not long after, jazz musicians embraced the style, using it to express their lively personalities on stage. This radical transformation made the suit not just a sign of wealth, but a statement of individuality and culture. So the next time you see a pinstripe suit, remember its journey from corporate to cool. Who knew fashion could tell such an exciting story? Let's uncover the truth about Earth's sun distance. You won't believe that Earth is actually closest to the sun during the summer months. This fascinating fact might sound counterintuitive since we often associate summer with heat. However, Earth's orbit around the sun is not a perfect circle, it's an ellipse. During summer in the northern hemisphere, which spans from June to September, our planet reaches a point called perihelion, where it's about 91.4 million miles away from the sun. This closeness contributes to the energy we receive, but it's the tilt of Earth's axis that truly drives our seasonal weather. The northern hemisphere tilts towards the sun, soaking in more direct sunlight, leading to warmer temperatures experienced in summer. Meanwhile, the southern hemisphere is tilted away, enjoying winter. Isn't it amazing how the dance of Earth and the sun creates our diverse seasons? Guess what really drives your appetite and mood? Brightly colored fruits and vegetables do more than just look good on your plate. They can actually enhance your dining experience. Studies have shown that vibrant colors like orange carrots, red tomatoes, and yellow peppers are often associated with flavor and nutrition, making them irresistible to our senses. Yellow, in particular, evokes a sense of energy and excitement, which can stimulate your appetite and elevate your mood. Think about it. When you see a bright fruit salad or a colorful veggie platter, doesn't it make you feel happier? These colors are not just for aesthetics. They often indicate the presence of vitamins and antioxidants that promote health. So next time you prepare a meal, remember to include those eye-catching fruits and veggies. It might just brighten your mood and nourish your body. Did you know the origin of Guinness World Records? It all started in 1954 when Sir Hugh Beaver found himself in a lively debate at a pub about the fastest game bird in Europe. To settle such arguments and provide a fun source of facts, he came up with the idea for a book. Sir Hugh hired twin journalists, Norris and Ross McWhirter, to gather information and facts from all over the world. Soon after its release, the first edition of Guinness World Records flew off the shelves and became a bestseller. This unique book not only entertained readers, but also settled countless disputes about who or what holds a record. Today, it features an enormous range of achievements, from the tallest person to the most tattoos on a single person, making it a fascinating reference for trivia lovers everywhere. Who would have thought a bar debate could lead to such a global phenomenon? Did you know that Soyuz rockets use wooden sticks? This fascinating fact highlights the ingenuity behind the Russian Soyuz rocket, which has been in service since 1963. Known for its impressive 98% success rate, the Soyuz is a reliable workhorse in space travel. So how does it ignite? Unlike most rockets that use complex mechanisms, the Soyuz kicks off its launch by firing wooden sticks inside its combustion chamber. Imagine lighting a giant match. When these wooden sticks burn, they help ignite the rocket's fuel, creating the thrust needed to break free from Earth's gravitational pull. This surprisingly simple method has stood the test of time, proving that sometimes the old ways can be the most trustworthy. The Soyuz rocket has transported astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station, making it a key player in human space exploration. Isn't it amazing how such a basic approach can lead to groundbreaking achievements in technology? Did you know Michael Phelps has 23 gold medals? This impressive record makes him the Olympic champion with the most golds ever. Phelps, an American swimmer, competed in 4 Olympic Games from 2004 to 2016, showcasing his incredible speed and technique in the water. With a staggering total of 23 gold medals, he not only stands out among his peers, but also surpasses the medal counts of around 60 countries combined. While athletes like Larissa Latnina and Mark Spitz have also made their mark with 9 golds each, Phelps's achievement remains unmatched. His dedication to the sport, rigorous training routines, and remarkable mental strength helped him achieve this lofty goal. Every time he dove into the pool, he wasn't just racing against competitors, but also setting new standards for excellence in sports. Can you imagine the impact he's had on aspiring swimmers around the world? Did you know that countries can't claim the moon? The Outer Space Treaty, ratified in 1967, is a groundbreaking agreement that shapes our understanding of space exploration. This treaty clearly states that no nation can claim sovereignty over the moon or any other celestial body. It's a bit like an agreement that ensures space remains a shared playground for all of humanity. Besides protecting the moon, the treaty also bans the placement of nuclear weapons and other destructive devices in orbit. This means we can explore space without the fear of warfare spilling into the cosmos. With countries working together to explore planets, asteroids, and beyond, the treaty encourages international collaboration. Imagine scientists from different nations uniting to unlock the mysteries of the universe instead of competing for ownership. As we continue to explore the stars, this treaty reminds us that space is a treasure meant for all, not a race to claim land. Isn't that a comforting thought? You won't believe this about Leduc Thao. During the Vietnam War, Thao, a Vietnamese revolutionary, played a crucial role in secret negotiations with American diplomat Henry Kissinger. These discussions were not just whispers behind closed doors. They were vital to ending a devastating conflict that had lasted for years. Thao and Kissinger aimed to bring peace to a war-torn nation, and their efforts ultimately culminated in a significant peace agreement in 1973. For their tireless efforts, both men were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. However, Thao made a surprising decision to decline the award, insisting that true peace hadn't yet been achieved in Vietnam. This stance highlights his deep commitment to his country and the ongoing struggles of its people. The story of Thao and Kissinger reminds us that the journey to peace is often complicated and filled with tough choices. What do you think about Thao's decision? Let's uncover the truth about electron behavior. The current theory of success in many scientific fields, particularly in physics and chemistry, hinges on understanding how electrons interact. Electrons are tiny charged particles that orbit the nucleus of an atom, and their behavior can dictate everything from chemical reactions to electrical conductivity. When we study electrons, we gain insights into why materials behave the way they do. For instance, in semiconductors, the manipulation of electron movements leads to the functionality of modern devices like smartphones and computers. This theory not only explains the physical attributes of matter, but also drives innovations in technology and energy efficiency. As scientists explore this world of electrons further, who knows what breakthroughs may be on the horizon? Understanding electron behavior could unlock new realms of possibility in fields we haven't even imagined yet. Surprisingly, it's a fact that South Dakota cares. To tackle the serious issue of road safety, South Dakota has implemented a unique program that installs durable markers at the sites of fatal automobile crashes. These markers bear poignant messages like "think" or "why die," serving as a powerful reminder to drivers about the importance of safe driving. Each marker honors the lives lost and aims to prevent future tragedies by making motorists pause and reflect on their actions. The initiative embraces the hope that these simple messages can spark change in behavior on the road. In a state where vast open roads can sometimes lead to reckless driving, these markers stand as a solemn call to awareness and caution. They remind all of us to consider the consequences before getting behind the wheel. So the next time you're driving through South Dakota, keep an eye out for these markers and remember their crucial message. Can you imagine that village Yuska has a wild story? Nestled in the rugged hills of Spain, Yuska is not just any ordinary place. It's a village with a rich history full of challenges. The inhabitants of Yuska have endured a series of hardships over the years, from harsh winters to limited resources. Life in this remote village has never been easy, and the strength of its people truly shines through these difficulties. The community has always found creative ways to adapt. For example, they developed unique farming techniques to make the most of their rocky land, growing crops that others might think impossible. Stories of resilience echo through the narrow streets where each home shares memories of overcoming adversity. This tiny village teaches us the power of perseverance and unity. Why not explore Yuska's incredible journey and see what lessons we can learn from its residents? Did you hear about the Aquadom disaster in Berlin? On December 16, 2022, a shocking event unfolded at the Radisson Collection Hotel when the Aquadom, a stunning 25-meter-tall cylindrical acrylic aquarium, suddenly ruptured. This enormous aquarium, which drew tourists and locals alike with its transparent elevator offering breathtaking views of the marine life, faced an unimaginable catastrophe. As the tank burst open, about 1,500 fish were released, swimming through the streets of Berlin, creating both chaos and an unusual sight for those nearby. The aftermath was significant, with extensive damage reported to the hotel infrastructure and surrounding areas. Cleanup crews quickly mobilized to remove the fish and repair the wreckage. This bizarre incident not only highlighted the beauty of aquatic displays, but also raised questions about safety standards in large installations. How many more surprises might our urban environments hold?